in The Seven Hoods, and Marsha Russell in the TV series Peyton Place.
If I'm not Big Joe's daughter, why did I ask you to do away with his killer? For which, by the way, I thank you.
She was also known for the movies Come Blow Your Horn, Magnificent Obsession, and the 3D sci-fi classic It Came from Outer Space. Rush also appeared in the series Flamingo Road and All My Children, and she had a recurring role as Ruth Camden on the series Seventh Heaven. I'm Archie Zaraletta.
Seems gas prices are rising by the day. Correspondent Rita Foley reports California has once again topped an average above $5 a gallon.
Gas is about $3.53 a gallon today. That's up about 20 cents in a month, but about the same as a week ago, says the AAA. Spokesman Andrew Gross says concern about Ukraine's war with Russia likely spiked oil prices recently, but he says those concerns have been winding down somewhat for now. And gas prices, he says, are settling into a pattern similar to last year, when the usual seasonal increase, he said, was slow and steady. The highest gas prices now are in California. It's $5.10 a gallon there. The lowest prices are in parts of the South and Midwest. It's $3.07 in Mississippi, $3.15 in Kansas. I'm Rita Foley.
Not everything that was posted on April Fool's Day online actually happened. Kevin Carr has a look at the best of what really wasn't true.
Yesterday was April Fool's Day, famous for being the only day of the year people are skeptical of what they read or hear on the internet. Here's the best of what definitely did not happen yesterday. Eminem has absolutely not released his new album Infinite 2. Similarly, British comedian Ricky Gervais is surely not returning as his Office character David Brent in a new film this summer.
No, look it up when you get home.
And Sam Raimi is almost certainly not returning to direct Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 4.
I don't believe this. I don't believe you.
You never know about that one. Companies promise new products all the time, but we are assuredly not getting toothpaste flavored with sriracha, Haagen ice cream from Aldi's, or Big Bite hot dog flavored salsa water from 7-Eleven.
Hi, would you like to try some Big Bite hot dog sparkling water?
Yeah.
And Krispy Kreme is totally not going to let you just glaze anything. Finally, Carnival Cruise Line is unquestionably not tapping Cleveland as a home port, and Royal Caribbean International is most indubitably not installing a 620-meter ship and slide that takes passengers from the pool deck directly into the open ocean.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to meet my new girlfriend, Taylor Swift, after her first date last night on the space shuttle. I'm Kevin Carr.
America in the Morning for Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024 is produced by Jeff McKay, senior producer Kevin Delaney. I'm John Trouts. This is Westwood One.
Sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Print Big Sale means the more you print, the more you save. Get $20 off your print purchase of $100 or more, $50 off your print purchase of $200 or more, and $100 off your print purchase of $300 or more. Offer in store space. See staples.com/print for details. Print more, save more at Staples.
If spring allergies keep you trapped inside, then you need Navage nasal care to keep breathing clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. Navage helps clear nasal passages that are often clogged because of seasonal allergies. Navage gently flushes a pure, refreshing saline solution through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking off that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Navage is available online at navage.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E.
Listen to News Radio 1440 from the comfort of your car seat, the comfort of your desk chair, or the comfort of your recliner at home. We are everywhere, on the radio, online, and on your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440, WLWI-AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station.
This is the CBS News World News Roundup, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A funeral in Rafah for one of 7 workers with Chef Jose Andres' World Central Kitchen who were killed in what Prime Minister Netanyahu has just called an unintended strike by Israeli forces. CBS's Holly Williams.
They were killed as they tried to get food to desperate Palestinians. One vehicle seems to have taken a direct hit. One of those confirmed dead is an Australian woman, Zomi Frankham. The Australian government's demanding accountability from Israel.
Israel is promising an independent investigation. The IDF's Daniel Hagari.
We have been reviewing the incident in the highest levels to understand the circumstances of what happened and how it happened.
The World Central Kitchen has halted operations in Gaza. Florida's Supreme Court has cleared the way for a 6-week abortion ban to take effect. But the court has also ruled voters will have the final say at the ballot box in November. The Biden campaigns wasted no time with a new abortion rights-themed ad targeting women. CBS's Robert Costa.
So you're going to see a new focus from Democratic candidates in the state and nationally from the Biden campaign, hoping that this could also play a role in galvanizing Democrats, exciting Democrats in the region to come out and vote on abortion rights.
Former President Trump has posted $175 million bond in his New York civil fraud. CBS's Katrina Kaufman.
It stays the judgment, so otherwise Attorney General Letitia James could have moved forward with seizing Trump's assets and his properties.
A federal judge in LA has refused to dismiss multiple counts of tax-related offenses against Hunter Biden. It clears the way for the president's son to face court proceedings this year. Severe weather has wreaked havoc in parts of Oklahoma. Correspondent Omar Villafranca is in Osage County.
In Barnsdall, parts of the small town are leveled. Some homes ripped to shreds, roofs torn from structures. Officials say a suspected tornado barreled through the town of just over 1,000 residents last night around 9 p.m.
It's down to the semis in the women's NCAA hoops tournaments.
Clark evades. That will do it. This time, it's Iowa.
Caitlin Clark scoring 41 points on ESPN, leading her team to a 94-87 victory over defending champ LSU.
I'm just proud of this group to go back to the Final Four, and, you enjoy this, and then you get to Cleveland and you start prepping for your next game. We want to win 2 more, and I think we have the power to do that.
Hawkeyes face UConn. NC State plays South Carolina.
Well, she does sound like a woman.
This
just
is
don't look
CBS
like a woman.
News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old,
sounds like a woman.
Quirky and may even have type 2
So I'm gonna cut her
diabetes,
some
$1
slack.
million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-230-2777. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-230-2777, 800-230-2777, or biglou.com.
It'll be the end of an era today in Vegas.
After more than 60 years in operation, the legendary Tropicana Resort is closing for good in Las Vegas.
The city in the desert, the city that never sleeps.
It opened back in 1957, and at the time, it was the most expensive resort ever built in Sin City. Now its parent company, Bally's, plans to sell it all off. Furniture, decor, kitchen equipment, all of it in a huge liquidation sale. Everything's got to go to make room for a new $1.5 billion ballpark that's set to be home base for the A's when they move from Oakland in 2028. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
Driving somewhere to get a better view of next week's total solar eclipse? Have your patience. Experts predict traffic will be massive as drivers head home en masse next Monday. A store manager in California tells the Wall Street Journal he waited 16 hours trying to get from Oregon to Northern California after the last total solar eclipse. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider for determining appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on the subscription plan.
Hey guys, have you ever used the word coronavirus in the words just the same?
And out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Kelly shed light on two major issues I had had with my feet and ankles all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that better fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there, but see Dr. Brian Kelly at Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services. COVID-19 has cast a spotlight on the stark inequalities that drive poverty.
I can sleep an hour later in the morning.
It works suffering the most.
And at 10 o'clock,
we can put
I'm gonna-
systems
I'm-
in place
well, we'll
to protect
see
health and
how to
livelihoods
schedule
in the
it
future.
for the
Work together with
So,
unity and
If
compassion.
anybody listens, that's the
Learn
question.
how you can help for safety to the most vulnerable and fight for a more creative future at oxfamamerica.org. Sponsored by Oxfam America.
We are in the final countdown to the tax filing deadline. If you owe taxes back this year, don't stress. Enter the Uncle Sam's giveaway and you'll have the chance to win $5,000 to bail you out. Don't owe anything to Uncle Sam this year? Great. You can spend it on whatever you want. Just head to our website now to enter this national contest for your chance to win $5,000 with the Uncle Sam's giveaway.
Enter to win the Uncle Sam's giveaway. Go to newsradio1440.com.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt.
Why are people saying "Hugh yeah" to Jackson Hewitt? When you switch to Jackson Hewitt, they will beat what you paid last year on tax prep, even if you filed online. Proof of prior year payment required when filing. New clients only at participating locations through April 7th. Terms at jacksonhewitt.com.
Another very warm day today. Temperatures top out in the lower 80s on the mostly cloudy skies. It will be a bit breezy. Rain and storms become possible after 5 p.m. Highest chance of rain and storm activity will be between 7 or 8 this evening and 2 o'clock in the morning. Some of the storms could be severe with damaging winds and a few isolated tornadoes. After this clears out, it will be breezy tomorrow and Thursday with highs only in the middle and upper 60s.
That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Savory for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery, right now. The authorities that would send you on an alternate route. You see something out there giving you trouble with traffic safely, contact us here at the station. We'll pass that info along. We do appreciate everybody's help. Larry Live Oak, make sure you've got the right insurance for your needs and lifestyle. And Larry's been customizing insurance since 1988. Call Live Oak Insurance, Main Street in Millbrook, 285-2881. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Tuesday. In Montgomery, police say a man was shot at the Circle K gas station off Ann Street Monday afternoon. The victim is expected to survive. So far, no word on a motive or any arrests. We're just days away from the Beyond the Horizon Air Show in Montgomery. The Navy's Blue Angels will headline the two-day event. Also performing the U.S. Army Golden Knights parachute team and the F-16 Viper demo team. The event is free to the public, and there'll be activities on the ground for the entire family at Maxwell Air Force Base. Organizers say it's all about inviting the entire community to come on out and visit Maxwell Air Force Base. The air show is Saturday and Sunday. Gates open at 8. The flying starts at 11. Some sports news. The Troy women's basketball team moving on in the NIT tournament. They beat Sunbelt rival Louisiana Monroe last night, 89-75. The Trojans are back at home Wednesday night. They've made it to the Fab Four. That's your news on this Tuesday. I'm Judd Davis for WSFA 12 News.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2794. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at tra.com or call 800-575-2794. That's 800-575-2794. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Fraudulent tax returns due identity theft increased by 30% in 2023. If you're in a bind this tax season, LifeLock can help. Their U.S.-based restoration specialists are dedicated to helping solve identity theft issues, and all plans are backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which means if you lose money because of identity theft, the LifeLock will reimburse you up to the limits of your plan. Help protect your information with LifeLock. Go to lifelock.com and save up to 25% your first year with my name, Clay, as your promo code.
Pure Talk believes in American values and that free should mean exactly that, free. Well, switch to Pure Talk today and you'll get a free Samsung 5G smartphone. Now, qualifying plans start at just $35 a month for unlimited talk, text, 15 gigs of data, and of course, mobile hotspot. Just dial pound 250, say the keyword Pure Talk, claim your eligibility for your free brand new Samsung 5G smartphone. Start saving on wireless today and switch to my cell phone company, Pure Talk.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon at Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Gates open at 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission and parking, plus free shuttle service from Patterson Field, Crampton Bowl. Indulge in delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with excitement, including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the thrilling aerial performances by the U.S. Navy Blue Angels. For more information, visit maxwell.af.mil. See you there.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze, and right now you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/radio. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ziprecruiter.com/radio. That's ziprecruiter.com/radio. ziprecruiter.com/radio.
Take News Radio 1440 with you everywhere on your AM dial at 1440, on 95.1 HD3 on FM, through our app on the App Store, or through your Alexa or Google smart home device. You need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning, if you...
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time to rise and shine. For it is once again, one more day, one more time. You're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. It is a Tuesday morning, April the 2nd, 2024. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Today's Daily Bread is simply titled Psalm 72 Leaders. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalm 72, 1 through 7, but Psalms 72 and 6 reads, "May he be like rain falling on the ground, on a mown field, like showers watering the earth. Govern yourselves accordingly." And again, good morning. It is April the 2nd. It is a day that has never been before. And it is a day that once it is gone, it will never be again. You don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back to undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, April the 2nd, 2024, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done this day. And if you look around, you've seen, you've heard, witnessed many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the mercy, grace, love, and charity of God Almighty, we may, I'm not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with them? Well, do what you can, while you can, for whom you can, until you can't. And reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah Bain said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Or you'll fail at a thing or two. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never give up. You never quit, because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose a time or two, they never quit. My mother said, nothing beats a failure but a try. Nothing beats a failure but a try. I find great counsel in those words. How about you? Don't ever give up. Don't ever quit, because quitters will never win. And again, winners lose every once in a while, but they never give up. So don't you. And no matter what happens, as they remember this day, like all the days of old, it is a great day. Absolutely fantastic day to be alive. Good morning to you. Psalm 72 leaders. That's our daily bread for this day, April the 2nd. We'll be back.
Welcome to today's encouragement from our Daily Bread. I'm Sheridan Boise, and I've titled our reading today, Psalm 72 Leaders. In July 2022, Britain's Prime Minister was forced to step down after what many felt were lapses in integrity. The newly appointed Prime Minister stepped down just months later. The event was triggered when the country's health minister attended an annual parliamentary prayer breakfast, felt convicted about the need for integrity in public life, and resigned. When other ministers resigned too, the Prime Minister realized he had to leave. It was a remarkable moment, originating from a peaceful prayer meeting. Believers in Jesus are called to pray for their political leaders, and Psalm 72 is a good guide for doing so, being both a ruler's job description and a prayer to help them achieve it. It describes the ideal leader as a person of justice and integrity, who defends the vulnerable, serves the needy, and stands against oppression. Their time in office is so refreshing, it's like showers watering the earth, bringing prosperity to the land. While only the Messiah can perfectly fulfill such a role, what better standard of leadership could be aimed for? The health of a country is governed by the integrity of its office bearers. Let's seek Psalm 72 leaders for our nations and help them to embody the qualities found in this psalm by praying it for them. Today's scripture reading is from Psalm 72, verses 1 to 7. Endow the king with your justice, O God, the royal son with your righteousness. May he judge your people in righteousness, your afflicted ones with justice. May the mountains bring prosperity to the people, the hills the fruit of righteousness. May he defend the afflicted among the people, and save the children of the needy. May he crush the oppressor. May he endure as long as the sun, as long as the moon, through all generations. May he be like rain falling on a mown field, like showers watering the earth. In his days may the righteous flourish, and prosperity abound till the moon is no more. Let's pray together. Lord, our lands cry out for leaders of justice, integrity, and goodness. And while we know that no one is perfect and that we all fall short of moral perfection, it feels like we can do better at the moment. Father, would you empower our leaders to be people of virtue? Would you prompt their consciences to lead rightly, even when it isn't politically expedient for them, and lead us to support them when they do well? We pray this in Jesus' name. Amen.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of these United States of America. I don't care if you guys tired hearing it every morning. They get tired too. But we still ask them to do a job, don't we? Mm-hmm. I'll be back. We'll get there. That's what you get when you put a soldier as a talk show host. What can I tell you? Give me a shout out to the airborne, all right, and to my Marine Corps buddies. Good morning. And Air Force. We do live in an Air Force town, so you got to pay homage to those. Got to show some respect. Come on now. Besides that, maybe they'll put a 141 out there during the air show this weekend. I'm just asking. And a C5A or something. Maybe they'll give me a ride on the Blue Angels. I don't know. I don't really like airplanes anymore, though, but I'd go up in one of those, though. I'd go up in the Blue Angel, but yeah. Make sure you give me a parachute, though, just in case. Got a guest coming up in around 7:30, 7:45, somewhere around that time. Yeah, Will Disputes, my good friend. They ran out of the state legislature. All them Christians down there. Yeah, it amazes me sometimes. We Christians, we want to get a second chance, but some days we don't want to give a second chance to nobody. What's up with that? Not all, of course, not all, but some. I guess do as I say, do. Don't do as I do. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to all my school friends. Headed to school right now, 7:24 in the morning. Good morning to you. Learn something today. Don't just go there and eat lunch. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty good this morning. Of course, any day above ground's a good day, so nobody should be complaining today. No such thing as a bad day. I mean, bad things may happen in the day, but all the days are pretty good. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope today finds you well. We have what we got. We got student of the week. I don't know why it is that we can't seem to get these schools to put people in for student of the week. All of these schools around here are involved in it. We can't seem to get but a couple people. I'm trying to do something positive here, but you gotta submit people in. Let them hear their name on the radio. Something only people ever hear their name on the radio around here is football players and basketball players, stuff like that. Let's get and Hadley Hitson, you're not doing a good job. You need to get out there and go to these schools and get these people. She's a reporter for Montgomery Advertiser. Get some of these names. I know we got more than two. Come on now. Let's give these kids a little break. Maybe we'll motivate them to become great and do all the things that they possibly can do. So come on now. Somebody call the advertiser and tell them to, let's get, because right now I only got two. Just two. That's it. Two people. All of these schools. And we got two people that are on the list for school for the student of the week. Come on, man. What's up with that? Okay, can somebody name what are all the high schools we got in town? I'm gonna call them on the air this morning and blast them. Okay, I know we got Carver, we got Percy Julian, we got Jeff Davis. I know we got four. I know we at least got four. How many high schools we got in Montgomery? Anybody know? I mean, come on. Well, I don't guess. Yeah, I guess they got to be in high school because you don't really know what you're doing in school yet. Okay. So this morning I only have two people. All right, come on. We can do better than this. Peoples, who's this on the phone? Like I don't know who this is. Yes. Oh, you surprised me. No, I haven't. Okay, now wait. You bring up an interesting point. NASCAR, car racing, they can lie to themselves all they want to. They want to see somebody crash. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Yeah, I was stationed at Fort Island on the other side of Pearl, as a matter of fact. Yeah. You know the right the barracks. I think it's called Fifth Trans, Fifth Transportation. We would go to all the islands for whatever, the Big Island, and I think we went to Lanai and Kualave, and we would go there. And I would, of course, being a galley person there, I would had to make sure the boys had something to eat on whatever kind of boat that was. I don't know what kind of boat it was. All I know is I got seasick, on that water. Yeah. No, never in County. I did at Schofield. Um, but that was Schofield and Fort Allen. Yeah, that's the only place. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, it don't matter. You still well then let me say aloha mihaloi. All right. I'll just say good morning to you in Hawaii. And shaka brother. All right then. Hey, appreciate it, man. All right, appreciate it. 7:32 in the morning. I got other things, but we need to get some more people out there, get some other students in. Okay, for the school. We got more. I know we got more than 2 high schools in town. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, Mr. Ed. I'm doing fine. Mm-hmm. 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 Oh, all righty, Mr. Ed. All right then. How many high schools we got in this city? How many we? I know we got more than 2. Good morning. You on there? Yes. That's where it seems. Mm, yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be, but yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. And I must admit, I am stupefied. But you have these people come up. Evidently, they're already in jail, and you give them 5 more years because. And personally, I don't think people, unless you killed somebody, I don't think people ought to be come up there and talk against you if they've been harmed a while ago. But again, what happened to the second chance thing? I just I don't understand it. So I don't get it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 We ain't talking about the past. You know, I mean, that's a shame. I mean, I understand that the victims of these things will never probably get over it, and I understand why. But you know what? And the good book says 70 times seven, and and keeping this man in prison, you know, let you continue to pass judgment on him or her. Now, if you killed somebody, you know, I may have to say, yeah, yeah. How long can you keep me? Yeah, 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 yeah. He ain't gonna do much wrong. Yeah, he ain't gonna do it. And I'm just wondering where you're gonna, you know, after all these years, where do you live though? Where do you live? Your family gone? They done forgot about where? Yeah, yeah, you ain't got much. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, listen, if you can't listen, and I got to let you go, but I agree. Listen, more lawyers around here chasing ambulances that actually trying to, and I understand they got to make a living too. They have to make a living, you know, and chances are you can't make much of a living off a guy that been in prison a long time because he ain't got no money. Maybe they don't have a non-profit league. Oh yeah, and the state thing they got you. They're going to take renters' rights and things like that. There's no non-profit organization that helps people that have been criminally charged. I don't know. Evidently not. You know, because everybody wants to make a dollar, and I don't blame them. You got to make a living, but there ought to be some lawyers, retired lawyers, that can reach out and help out. They already made their living. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yeah. Yeah. Now that's what's his name? Wait, what's his name? Skip or Dip or Chip or something like that. Okay, okay, okay. All right, all right. You got to give me a copy of that. Oh, 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 yeah. Uh huh. Uh huh. Mm. Come up with it. Come up with it. Come up with a plan. We're gonna clear out the desk. No administration. They're gonna hire civilians and they're gonna put them in the car. That's what I'm talking about. Well, now, I can't speak on that because I don't really know, but I'll find out. I'll find out. Okay. Okay. Well, Chip's giving a motivating speech. I like that. I like that. Take charge. Get something done. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so the mayor of the airways has power. I just want y'all to know that. All right. So now I got to take a break, and we'll be back uno momento, or as we say in Hawaii, aloha. Come here, aloha. Okay, I know that. That's my. They made me an honorary Hawaiian before I left. Yeah, I was sitting in McCord Air Force Base, and the word got out that I was leaving, and it seems that a lot of my friends over there met me at the gate because you can't just get on McCord Air Force Base, but they met me at the gate, and they laid me. Okay, laid. The lay. And wish me a bon voyage. I know Hawaii has not been the same since I left. However, I do appreciate that. Of course, I had to stop by Pearl City through the concrete jungle over there because Pearl City is I got to get back to that. Just went out on Hotel Street one more time. But anyway, I appreciate it, my Hawaiian brothers and sisters. And if anybody from Hawaii in Montgomery, in the sound of my voice right now, just let me say aloha, and I'll meet you on Bishop Street. Let's go on over there for a minute. Let's take a vacation over there. We'll be back right after this. Oh, and the folks in Schofield, oh, I'll be back. We'll be back. Aloha. Aloha. Oh, yeah. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. I remember that. Well, I decided I'm losing my hair, but what the hell? That's a lot of commercials right there.
I've already made her $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving
Now for a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app. Promo code RING for 25 cents per pound votes on your first pay. Code RING for 25 cents per pound bonus.
See, something different for dinner. Searching restaurants near me.
Right here, man. How can we help?
Same old, same old.
We're right here, man. Our restaurant's just a few blocks from you. Why are you not seeing us?
Back to the usual, I guess.
Ma'am, can you not see us?
Oh, they can't see you because you're buried deep in the list of local restaurants. You are invisible online. Introducing Cumulus Boost. The boost, get found, get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Get ready to soar beyond the horizon in Maxwell Air and Space Show. Mark your calendars for April 6th and 7th. Until 5 p.m. Enjoy free admission to Dark Plus. Free shuttle service from Patterson Field. Film control. Enjoy your delicious food and drinks while witnessing America's best and brightest in action. Bring the whole family for a day packed with fun and including activities for the kids and a remarkable STEM expo. And don't miss the brilliant area performances by the U.S. Navy. For more information, visit Maxwell.com. See you there.
Hello, Mr. Beautiful inside the new Nevada's nasal care. Keep moving clearly and enjoying all the beauties of spring. And also nasal passages that are often called because of seasonal allergies. Nevada's different brushes a pure, refreshing scent and through your nasal passages to clear out congestion, sucking off that springtime pollen and other irritants trapped in your nose. Nevada is available online at nevada.com or in stores at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Target, and Target. Nevada's F-A-B-A-D-E.
Do everything you can for your family. A nice home, good food, family fun, and the right medical care. You want to help your kids' future and their education. That's all great, unless something unexpected happens to you. If you were to die, who would pay the mortgage and all the other bills? Would your family have to sell their home just to survive? That's why you need to call Term Provider for the lowest rates available on quality term life policies, period. Rates for term life were at all-time lows, and Term Provider could save you 50, 60, even 70%. Already have coverage? Call and see if you pay too much. Term Provider could save you thousands. And if your health isn't perfect, even more reason to call. We'll match you with the right policy, even if you have weight issues like diabetes or high blood pressure. Right now, your family's protected. Make sure that protection continues if something unexpected happens to you. Call for a free quote and see if you can save up to 70%. Call 800-511-3535 now. That's 800-511-3535. 800-511-3535.
Hey, y'all, listen, Captain Wars tomorrow we're going to do the Alabama River. That's right, just come down here and enjoy the river. All you need is a driver's license and a credit card. We'll pick you up with a pontoon boat. That's right, you can bring your whole family, you can bring down here, enjoy a day on the river, check it all out. Bring the whole crew.
Listen to News Radio 1440 at work, newsradio1440.com, at home through your Alexa or Google smart home device. Depend on it. News Radio 1440.
Okay, so I know the commercial thing is kind of long there, but you know, when you're famous, I think everybody wants to sell that those products, stuff like that. As a matter of fact, you're interested in in advertising on that stuff. I'm looking for a place to eat. Okay, now I'm okay. I'm not going to have to trade it out. But I need to advertise for you. I need to advertise for you because I don't have any. I don't have any place to eat. I get off work and give me some stuff like that. I I'm only going to go places to advertise with. I'm on the street. So I'm just saying, if you want to, you can just call. We can just text me 901-522, and I'll get one of the sales girls to call you and talk to you. You do a good job. You do a good job with that. And let me tell you, our people support the advertisers of this show. I'm always amazed, I'm stupefied at how much support people will give. Because this is the last bastion of freedom of speech left. Sooner or later, they're probably going to take that away too. Oh, you can say that on there, but you can put pornography in our library. You can't say that on there. As a matter of fact, that's all I'm saying. Oh my God. So how many high schools are there? Okay, I got JD, I got Percy Julian. How many more are there? Anybody know? Yeah, yeah. So how many high schools are in Montgomery? High schools in Montgomery? Call them on the air. Call them out for the award they give every week to the high school student of the week. Okay. Now we can't seem to find any right now. I got two. And Bradford's one high school. Right? Yeah. Really? So we got Prattville. Okay, we got Prattville. Okay. That guy you heard, that's my guest. So, how many high schools there in Montgomery? We got Harvard, J. Okay. Oh, yeah, the magnet schools too. I know they think they're special. Not really. But we got magnet. Okay, so Lamp, AMP, we got the PW, okay, and what other magnet program we got? Although the magnet program, when you let people in with GPA of 2.5, I don't know how much magnet you can get out of that. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, it's even I. Matter of fact, at that low score, even I could have gotten the magnet school. I could. Matter of fact, I'd have probably been the valedictorian or the salutatorian. I don't exactly know what the hell the salutatorian is, but you know what the salutatorian is.
Yeah, they come in second to the valedictorian.
Okay. Well, all right then. All right. Okay. So well, being the salutatorian is better than in the toilet. So I'm good. I've been a salutatorian. Anyway, my guest coming up in a little bit, and so I'm looking for all the schools we have here. So anybody check high school, okay, in high school, I'm going to get them. What are they? We got Carver, JD, First Union, Lamp, and BTW. We have. I'm gonna call them all. I'm gonna ask them why in the world they can't not put kids in for this doggone another week thing. I mean, come on, really? I'm just saying, stop putting the football players in and the baseball players in and the basketball players in the newspaper. Let them see their name in light. Especially, once they hear me talk about them on the radio, it's gonna change their whole life. Yeah. They might have thought they made me think about going out robbing somebody tonight. But no. So, now I made somebody. Can we got 10 high schools. I don't know what they are. The private, we don't have any private high schools. I don't know if private schools. But most is. I tried to reach you on the phone, but funny about it, if you call me advertise, you can't reach a human being. So they can only reach out to the people and want to say something bad about you. Okay, so if you can't reach them, they have what we call a paywall. Okay, so I'm just saying, if anybody knows this reporter, her name is Hadley Hitson, Hitson. Tell her we talk about her like a dog on the radio. Okay, because all she's doing is coming through. Where the hell can you put just two people in the paper within high school? How do you do that? Whatever this we're not trying to get all the students out. And one of these days, I want to see my son's name on here. Okay, but he probably don't. You know already. I made a phone. Yeah, get somebody. So Every hit, that's her name. Let's see, because she's doing a bad job of it. It's a good job to do it. But I got two people on this list. Two. I'll give you names when we come back. But that's who we are right now. I got a guy named Bryson McGoon from Quincy Julian. I think he was on there last week. Okay. We got McCart. Marcus Burns, MAKAIA8. Messiah Burns from Otagoville. Oh man, if you tell these people, give them something to work for instead of just lunch. Anyway, I gotta go. Well, I'm just saying. So, Hadley, we need to get on the JOB. Let's get more kids on this thing. So I have some names to call off on Monday morning on their way to school, so they can hear their name on the radio. Okay. Maybe I'll get it tomorrow. You never can tell. Time's up. We'll be back. Uno momento, uno dos tres cuatro cinco momento. I'm studying on Spanish because it seems like English is going to be the second language. First, it's going to be Spanish. Ain't mad at it, don't get me wrong. We'll be back.
I'm trying to grow a little bit more. 34, still growing.
I'm going to 25.
I think you can grow. What I do,
well, I had to get it, but I'm sure. I don't think you need to. The Park. Yeah, they are. The Park. You want some water?
I'd love a bottle of water.
Yeah.
Airstrike.
I believe the Second Amendment. I do believe energy automatically, you have a gun, definitely. And we don't do it 30 days ago. Yeah. This is just getting crazy. I believe in them, but we got fools walking around with guns.
Well, the bad thing is like the way they have to look at this works is everything is slippery slope. So when you start, if they take away one top of doors, that just opens the door to then continue further down the road. So somehow something's got to close the window.
I never thought we live in a country where everybody Everybody wants to kill their children. Not everybody. Yeah. But when we fight, and we put people to death for electric children because they kill people. And let people kill their children. Yeah. It doesn't. It's okay for you to choose a life where you actually right. But once you leave there, okay, let's get rid of it. Right. The biggest liar ever told, we don't know when life begins. It begins at conception. Right. Life is a concept. It starts here. It ends in death. Yeah.
I got a buddy this morning. Is intimately familiar with your problems. And if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Blue may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Blue. He's like you. He's only on number two.
Well, you know, you can't I didn't know. Yeah, so we're building a house and move, and I would already be in my house, so I don't really continue services. It's too much good. Good. Thank you. Yeah. Rain last year. Live in the yard. Yeah. Well, I canceled it. In like October. Well, they all show up yesterday to start doing services again. I was like, no, I can't. So I was like, I don't know. They even called me a month ago, wanted to know if I could earn my service back. And I told them, I didn't have a problem. I just didn't use it. Those things with some payers.
That's the way I see it, bro. Why water grass? When the good Lord wants you to have some water, they say,
well, he'll do it, right?
I gotta pay to water my grass. The water goes up. Right. Everything's going up. Just get water in the grass. Let the rain do it. Yeah. Pray for more rain. Yeah. Don't go to anything. Oh, rain is it? I ain't been making it, man.
Hanging in there and working away.
I don't know about getting up and doing anything.
Well, the way the media twisted it,
Yeah.
It's not weird at odds, but the night before, he actually testified. And then got in some trouble in the courtroom for the prosecutor.
Well, good. That was bad news.
Yeah. So, that's been a mad. I'm a feeling it. Hopefully I'll have a little stuff to do it. I really have to stop. I was kind of guilty on Friday and my dad, last night practice. You have to do it. Yeah. So really, my dad, even though my dad testified in my favor in court, my dad was the DA's office. He was drunk one night. He was taking children. because I had my mom. I moved my mom in with us. Getting jobs on there, and the guy we moved him in, he paid a house and was loaded two guns, and they arrested him the year before. He gets mad after this 5 days and calls the DA's office. He just was directing the landlord about paying out he's saying for Miami. So they played it over and over again to the court. And then when they found him guilty,
Okay. There seems we do not know all this stuff.
and then I've got 3 half sisters that they've had it out for me over inheritance stuff. So they wrote a letter to the judge and supposedly translated a letter my dad wrote right before he killed himself. And then like my dad gave me a letter.
Family things are.
It's hard to believe, but it's coming up on 1 year since I'm 13. I think it's May. I was found guilty on the 12th. I think it was the 13th. And died the next day. But they just, you know, I got the worst sentence in Montgomery County history for somebody with no priors and theft. They got me on $32,000, paying my dad $32,000 for patching that they said wasn't done, and then they tacked on $11,000 for fees for why it's out of the court for a week. So I had to pay back $43,000. That's what I'm having to pay back. But they send years, 5 years community correction stuff.
All right, then. We are back live, 8:09, and the wife special guest for me this morning. A young man that, when I met him some years ago, he was in House Representative, really big, as a matter of fact, young guy. I don't hear anybody say, oh, that was the first year that we started, and we were able to get him to that. And he was the only legislator that turned around and gave us money. I heard everything from him. To help support folks in the community. And evidently, you must have ticked off some people. Not because of that, but you know, I mean, you're a good Republican. You know, you were. You still a Republican?
Yeah, still.
Why?
The other party hadn't done anything to switch me over.
Anyway, that voice for the state representative, I hope you run again. I do.
Not currently, I'm not. But yeah, I'm staying a long way on it right now.
Yeah. But we learn the hard way about politics.
You know, how too much. Yeah, it is only important.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, this all wasn't a Democrat versus Republican. It was when you open your mouth and you really stand for what you believe in, you really try to make it so you don't all. You know.
But the thing that got you on, was the Nathan Bedford story. I mean, you know, some of these guys, are you remotely related to him?
No, I'm not. I will say that's something that I have gone to every year for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Even posted it in years prior.
Right.
Very similar posts. They actually come and pray on that day. And my life changed. And I believe that the Lord works everything out to go to those who believe in Him. And so I've learned about it.
Did you know the history of him?
Not entirely, no. And I certainly didn't know all the events that were actually going on locally at the time. A lot of things came out each year. Sorry.
Nashville, so I didn't even know, anybody passed away and that nature.
So knowing what you know now, how people feel, will you go back to
Go back, not going back.
so you really didn't know, just think about it. I've been hearing Nathan, that's I did. Never heard of, Alton said that people can have their own hero. Even heroes have heroes. Like they all do.
It's so it really it was a big gift wrap is what it was, and they actually no longer have it. I don't know if they had it. I think they maybe had it one more year, maybe, but it's something that hey,
I mean, politically, it's a hot potato.
Yeah, well, what's crazy is I honestly don't know the guy's name. I certainly don't have a reason to hide his name, but somebody from a political group out of Birmingham was there. I mean, over the last several years, he wasn't even running for politics when I first started going. There's multiple politicians that came to it every year because you've got, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 people there, and so it's a lot of people come and say hey, shake hands, and go on. And I guess I probably my situation probably scare a lot of people off. So,
Hey, good morning on there.
So I didn't blame it on that. Actually, Kevin brought that up, and we were discussing it. But my dad actually also didn't testify against me in court. My dad under oath testified in my favor. Um, so with that being said, that's kind of that.
Yeah. Well, I love the way people throw rocks and hide their hand. None of us, absolutely none of us, can walk down the street with a white sheet on and expect not to find anything. Yeah, we all done something. I don't know. But here's my problem I had. I said, you ran for office, and none of this crap came up.
Right.
About the floor, whatever. And none of that came up. And so they found a great opportunity because after the Nathan thing, then they piled on.
Yeah, so that was kind of the start. I was there, and a week later, out of nowhere, I got arrested. And I didn't really time the office. I stood behind my innocence. I'm really limited on what I can say, because I'm a kid. So, my case. But, I stood behind my innocence all the way to the end, and I'm still standing behind my innocence. And I know that a lot of people around this area have a certain perception about me or whatever, but I just have a smile on my face every day. I wake up and go to work. I come home and see my kids, and I love my wife, and I know that the Lord's with me, and I know the truth, and the truth will set me free, and I can sleep in the night.
I'm allowed to say it, brother, but I would never be a Democrat. But okay, I believe here's my problem with my yesterday with Easter. We all got together and act like we were just devout Christians. We put them in church. I believe in the you forgive people whatever they do, and you move on. Because if you look in the mirror, none of us have a clean slate.
Right.
There's the cult and the uncult. Okay? But now you didn't do what they said you did.
Right. Yeah. So ultimately, what they said was that I paid for floor prep that wasn't completed. So, they some of the media stuff, the paper wrote it and all. You got people that look like I stole from the city or from the VA or something like that. Well, if you stole from the VA, that would be federal.
And so what it was ultimately they said that I was, kind of guilty for paying for prep work that wasn't completed. And, when it's all for a tile, you got to patch the floors.
Right.
And,
So you didn't do it. I just didn't do it and then sold the stuff.
no, so what they said was, basically you got a room with 10 foot by 12. I don't know, it was 10 by 12. Yeah. Pay for the media would blow out. It's a 20 by 20.
Okay.
So your media room is supposed to even 10 by 10 square feet. If you fill it up and the concrete's really bad, we have to put 3 coats, so that's 300 square feet that we have to fill. Not 100 feet, because we did it 3 times, so 300 feet. So on paper, they're like, there's more stuff, and so that was actually square footage of the job. And that's kind of the gist of it. And so that's hopefully what it was.
So okay, so if we got a 30-foot floor, and I've got to do whatever I got to do 3 times to it to cover, then that 30 feet, as far as work is concerned, that 30 feet becomes moving.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly right. And unless you're in the floor covering world, it doesn't really make sense. Like if if I was like, well, we prepped 500 feet, and you're looking at it, and you're like, well, this office is only 100 feet. But we had to to get it to where we could properly lay a floor. Because nobody sees the floor prep. What they see is the end result. And it's like, oh, well, sometimes you look at a floor and you're like, man, this looks awful. Well, maybe it's because they didn't do enough floor prep. They're not blaming it on floor guys, saying that every floor that looks bad is their fault. Sometimes there's other circumstances, but yeah, that's kind of the gist of it. So,
okay. So what would you like the public to know about Will District? I find him to be an interesting young man. Again, if someone was put my life on in the newspaper, they wouldn't have enough ink to write all the crap that I shouldn't have done.
Yeah.
So what would you like to put? I don't have any problem with it whatsoever. I don't know what but I do know that in the political world, they'll take a rubber band and stretch that sucker and stretch that sucker, and then all you can do is pop. And then they'll stretch what they want, and then they'll make a mountain
right
out of a molehill. What is it that we do not know about Will District and those things? What is it that we don't know?
well, like we could probably be on here once a week for the next year and not even begin to cover all that. But, I'm just a man saved by grace through faith in Jesus Christ, and I live my life each day, and I know that that I'm an honest man, and that I'm a sinner. I have messed up, but I still believe in who I am and what I stand for, and I will always stand for what I believe. The Lord told us that with us, and that's how I live each day. So,
it's tough getting your name blasted all over the newspaper.
yeah, hey, we made some national news there for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough only because you're a member of the council. Now, if something like this happens, are you forbidden from running for political office again?
Yeah, currently, hopefully, my skill will work, out of my favor, and so I just keep my head down and go to work, and I kind of stay in the line with, I guess it's I stay, I stay out of the line. I really respect you a lot. I really enjoy your show, and so I wanted to come over with you for a little bit and hope I get to do it again soon. And I know, that people have their opinions of me. That's fun. That's the cool thing about where we live, and right, and the state that we live in, the country, is that you can have your own opinion. You can not like somebody, and you can still, as of right now, voice your opinion about not liking them. And
There's
so,
another Democrat group on that. Let me see this. Good morning on there. I was just wondering. So did this? Okay, this issue with the film, they told us after the Nathan Bell.
Yeah, well, so I was arrested the week exactly a week after that event, but not in the U.S. I'm making the top news. Yeah, CNN. Somebody wrote in Newsweek with a nasty letter, but anyway, so yeah, a week later I was arrested. And so,
Okay. So basically, they were calling on you. Because why is it that this thing didn't come up when you were running for?
well, there's a good reason that they use the phrase "strike while the iron's hot." Strike while the iron's hot.
So what happened to your brother that put it in?
Hey, I still stand by. I still tell this. I tell when everything went down. When we go back to the Nathan Bedford situation. Obviously, some of the top Democrat leaders in the state on paper had some things to say about this.
Right.
But I think it was all but three of the Democrats. I believe there were 27 in office. All but three texted me and told me they stood with me and said, I only had 5 through my arrest. The same thing all the way through my trial. When I came back to the House of Representatives, it was the Democratic Party that showed me the most love out of anybody else in there. And if anybody or here, there was only one white Democrat in the House, in the state House of Representatives. There was one white. So there wasn't a white and black thing or anything like that. But the Democratic caucus literally reached out to me the most and would pray with me there. And I still have a lot
So
of
why
really
did you?
close
What happened to you?
because I still have a way that I don't know. I've been like independent.
Yeah.
I was like I guess I disagreed with a lot of things within the Republican Party as far as the state's concerned as well. And that's where we get back to just keeping
Our numbers are 860-1440. Will Dismich, former member of the House of Representatives, got railroaded out of there, at least in my opinion. Good morning, on air. Yes.
No, sir, I didn't. I haven't. I didn't work. I briefly worked in campaign stuff years ago for when Bill Armistead was his title for the state Republican Party. He was the chairman. He was the campaign. It was District 88. It was Prattville and Millbrook. No, it didn't have anything to do with money. Taking money, it was paying more money for the floor prep that was what they said was completed on the job. I'm not. I'm not an attorney.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. And that's good. Those are good words to say, but actually, in the practice, that's kind of difficult. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, that's been great. We'll be back. I guess look, this week, I'm a member of the I still say the guy got railroaded, but I don't think anybody said, oh, you didn't get railroaded. You can't tell him like me. What's the name of it? Yeah, I did. You and I are going to start that Monday. We'll be back. Those saintly people sometimes get on my nerves.
So what I was gonna say is, with, I'll bring it up next week, but about how the war for these people, like people forget Moses murdered.
Everybody,
Like
I was in that. All of them. We shoot.
big time, big time.
And was it Judas who was stealing the money?
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Judas
He
stealing the
took
money.
money to kill Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I ain't talking about that. But one of them was the treasurer for the apostles, for the disciples, and no Judas, and he was stealing money from.
But the problem we have is that, like, is even if something goes south, um, yeah, when my wife turned the radio on, my little girl was sitting at the corner at the table and said, "Daddy."
What do you call it?
But you're sitting here, we're like, "Oh, forgiveness to the Lord, forgive me." But then when it comes time to forgive other people, we can't do that.
Yeah, it's easier to talk than to walk the walk. That's funny. All we heard about was making that the poor. We didn't hear about the so-called. Well, it had nothing to do with money. I guess they were saying they overpaid or overcharged.
Yeah, so off the air, because like I do have to be really, really careful. Judge,
And we are back. Our guest is one of the Will Disputes up there. I'm going to make a talk show host out of him. He'll probably get a big audience.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah. Anyway, 2014, 40. I judge people differently. I don't. When you live 66, you understand that you're not this person you thought you were. And you're not as bad as you say you are, but you ain't as good as you think you are. You got to judge people. And we don't seem to be able to do that anymore in America. Well, you did this and you did that. What's up with you? Again, we all done something. So the bottom line is that you go in front of the judge, who does what she does. You just got to keep your nose clean. When you put in front of the appeal, and which can cause you no money. What do you think you can answer?
I feel good about it. I can't talk about the details of how I feel, but I feel good about it. I just want a fair shot, and that's even in the legislature, I was one of the Republicans that really pushed prison reform in a positive way. Honestly, getting into politics, when I came on your show, got into it wasn't an argument. We got into a heated discussion about. I think we were talking about some marijuana, about prison stuff, and I've always been one. I'm not opposed to really, really not come across that way. And at the time, I'm going to feel my opinion. But with time, I'll reevaluate my opinion of multiple things. We're going to talk about the college guys that I always do all this thing. So I began to think, and so I became one of the few that really pushed for proper prison reform. Going back to before I knew I would be in.
So we don't really know what that means anymore because as soon as it gets committed, it changes this and it changes that, and yeah, I don't know what that means.
Jeremy Gray was doing a great job when I was in there. He's a right out of Rico, and we're trying to change. The problem is we get people in prison, they're getting frustrated, and they get it, and then they get hit with a gazillion times, or they have to pay the rest. They need it. They need to pay the rest.
And you got to get a job. You can't be able to get a job because you just get out of prison.
And then they get hit with all these fines from the DA's offices and everything else, and so then they get locked up because they didn't good pay. I'm not saying anybody. Like there's things we need to do. However, we need to make it where you can be out and really have a plan to get back into society. And that was one of the big things that we
money on
Yes, sir. Oh no.
I'm like he's older now, so oh, good man. Okay. Good money on there. Morning.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I was. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Here's an interesting word. I'm just asking. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. We do.
That's right. No, that's incorrect. It was a job. It had nothing to do with. It was a job that we did work at the VA, but it had nothing to do with the VA. That would be federal. So it's internal. It had nothing to do with actually where the location. Well, hey, I'm doing my time. I'm doing my time, and I'm paying my restitution. So I'm not avoiding it. Lord, no. It was a job, but it wasn't the VA specifically. Again, that would have thrown it into federal stuff there.
You know, wait a minute. We treating this young man. Though, look at John Rogers, whoever that guy was, got in federal court last week. Would have people writing checks to organizations and turning around and giving him money. Now we know that's stealing. We giving this kid more hell than we give any of them Democrats down there. It did work. He had in the federal prison. Okay, all right.
Thank you.
I think y'all just picking on them brothers this morning. I mean, I don't know what happened. We didn't hardly hear nothing about the great Democrat that was out of the courtroom, go to jail after making what do you call that? Flat back or jack back or something.
Back.
Yeah, I mean, you know, give me $400. Oh yeah, turn around and let me half of that. I mean, come on. We don't hear much about that. I mean, it's like they celebrate. You know, you, civilian, that was doing the job as a civilian, had nothing to do with taxpayers' money. You know, they want to send you to jail. You know, I'm just saying to myself, I mean, come on. You know, it's a matter of degree. You know, and you had never been in any trouble whatsoever.
No, at the time, my last speeding ticket was like 9 years prior.
That doesn't mean you did.
I didn't get caught. I mean, hey, but I'm just saying, like, I didn't have any prior. I had never been in any trouble. I never, got in trouble with the police for anything, and that's why, like you said earlier, just keep your nose clean. I just live my life. I just wake up every day, and I live my life, and I work hard, and I just try to be a better husband, a better father.
So, are you still in the floor business?
Yeah, still in it, still
really?
Wide open with it, and
okay.
And hey, the Lord's blessed me to not have to check up. So
okay,
but
you have and you making a point here, because if you learn how to do something, okay, with your hand, most of the time you're gonna be all right. You can make a living doing something. I mean, computers and AI, because AI can't lay a floor.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right. Not yet, anyway.
That takes human beings to do that. I take my last break. We'll come back. Our guest will just perform. Hey, if you did run, I'll get there. People think you got me all fooled. I mean, you're a human being like me. You know, I mean, we all just. I don't believe all the stuff that everybody does. So we'll be back. Yeah, what a friend.
Right. Yeah, so what they figure is their mailings last like this is not going to last like